Trust is not just a word or a feeling, it's the cornerstone of any meaningful relationship. It's the implicit understanding that the other person will honor their commitments, be truthful, and prioritize your shared bond. When someone betrays the trust, they don't just break a promise, they fracture the very foundation on which the relationship is built. Betrayal can take many forms. It could be infidelity, where the sanctity of exclusivity is violated. It could be lying, where dishonesty erodes the transparency that keeps a relationship genuine. It might even be acts of secrecy, where important decisions or information are withheld. Regardless of how it manifests, betrayal is a direct assault on the integrity of the relationship. Choosing to walk away from a partner who has betrayed your trust is not about punishing them, it's about protecting yourself. Staying in a relationship where trust has been shattered without effort to rebuild is like living in a house with a cracked foundation. It may look intact, but it is only a matter of time before it collapses. You must remember that you are not obligated to give someone another chance simply because they ask for it. Your peace, your emotional health, and your self-respect are more important than their desire for forgiveness without accountability. Some lines once crossed cannot be undone. Betrayal teaches us something critical, that relationships thrive on honesty and mutual respect. Without those elements, no amount of love or history can sustain a partnership. If your partner has betrayed you and shown no willingness to take responsibility or rebuild trust, it's time to choose yourself. By walking away, you are not abandoning love, you are setting a standard for how you deserve to be treated. You are affirming your worth and reclaiming your ability to trust again in the future with someone who will honor the foundation of trust as sacred. Respect is the bedrock of a healthy relationship. Without it, even the strongest feelings of love or attraction will eventually fade. Respect is not just about being polite or courteous, it's about recognizing your partner's inherent worth, listening to their opinions, and valuing their presence in your life. When disrespect becomes a persistent pattern, it does more than create friction. It erodes your sense of self-worth and undermines the integrity of the relationship. Disrespect can manifest in many ways. Sometimes it's overt, like insults, belittling comments, or public humiliation. Other times it's subtle, such as dismissing your opinions, interrupting you, or failing to consider your feelings. Regardless of how it appears, the message is the same: your partner does not see you as an equal or value your contributions to the relationship. In the long run, living with persistent disrespect takes a toll on your emotional and mental health. It breeds self-doubt, making you question your worth and abilities. You may start to accept poor treatment as normal, convincing yourself that you're overreacting or being too sensitive. But let me tell you, this respect is not a privilege you have to earn. It's a basic expectation in any relationship. A partner who disrespects you repeatedly is sending a clear signal about how they perceive you. They are showing you that they prioritize their own needs, feelings, and ego over your well-being. This kind of behavior often escalates if left unchecked, leading to a toxic dynamic where one partner dominates and the other is left feeling powerless and unseen. Respect is also about boundaries. A respectful partner will honor your limits, whether it's about your time, your personal space, or your emotional capacity. Disrespectful behavior often involves trampling over these boundaries, disregarding your comfort, and imposing their will on you. This is not just inconsiderate, it's a fundamental disregard for who you are as a person. It's important to recognize that disrespect is not always intentional. Sometimes it stems from poor communication skills, unresolved personal issues, or a lack of awareness. However, the impact of disrespect is the same, whether it's deliberate or unintentional. If you've communicated your feelings and your partner continues to treat you disrespectfully, it's a clear indication that they are unwilling or unable to change. Walking away from a disrespectful partner is not about giving up on love, it's about standing up for yourself. It's about affirming that you deserve to be treated with kindness, dignity, and consideration. Staying in a relationship where you are not respected sends the message that you are willing to settle for less, which can have long-lasting effects on your self-esteem. Remember, love and respect are not mutually exclusive. You cannot have one without the other. A partner who truly loves you will respect you not because they have to, but because they value you as a person. If your partner fails to show you this basic level of decency, they are not deserving of another chance. Choose respect, choose dignity, and most importantly, choose yourself. Manipulation in a relationship is one of the most toxic behaviors a person can encounter. It's subtle, insidious, and deeply damaging, eroding your sense of self and compromising your ability to make choices freely. When manipulation becomes a tool your partner uses, it's not just a breach of trust, it's a direct attack on your autonomy. Manipulation takes many forms, but its goal is always control. Your partner may twist your words, play on your emotions, or exploit your vulnerabilities to serve their agenda. They might guilt trip you into decisions you're uncomfortable with, isolate you from friends and family, or shift blame to make you feel at fault, even when they've done something wrong. These tactics are designed to confuse, disorient, and weaken your confidence, leaving you more dependent on them. One of the most harmful aspects of manipulation is its ability to distort reality. Manipulative partners often engage in gaslighting, making you question your perceptions, memories, and feelings. Over time, you may begin to doubt yourself, wondering if you're imagining the mistreatment or being overly sensitive. This erosion of self-trust is precisely what a manipulative partner wants because it gives them more power over you. Manipulation is not love, it's not care, it's a toxic power dynamic that seeks to control rather than collaborate. Love should empower you, not strip you of your autonomy. In a healthy relationship, both partners should feel safe expressing their thoughts, making decisions, and setting boundaries. Manipulation destroys this balance, creating an environment of fear, insecurity, and dependency. If your partner refuses to acknowledge their manipulation or make meaningful changes, it's time to prioritize your emotional health and autonomy. Staying in a manipulative relationship will only perpetuate the cycle of control and erode your sense of self further. Walking away is not a failure, it's an act of courage and self-respect. Remember, a healthy relationship is built on mutual respect, trust, and equality. It allows you to grow, make your own choices, and maintain your individuality. If manipulation is present, these foundational elements are compromised. By leaving a manipulative partner, you're reclaiming your power and creating space for a relationship that honors your autonomy and respects your worth.